Get this thing recorded, mate. I don't know what I done. Hi, how you doing, guys? It's Rudi Lickwood here once again on Keeping It Real. I know you weren't expecting me, I weren't expecting you, but I thought I would do a little something different. I thought I'd just throw something out there because I haven't thrown out anything there for nearly, a couple of weeks now, isn't it? I've had a break. I've had a good break. I went and saw Slim the comedian. You lot see him down at the London Palladium. We were all going nuts, man. But what I thought I'd do is I'd interview somebody that I was having a chat with a couple of days ago, and I thought, you know what? She said something so interesting to me that I thought, got to get her to talk about that. And so we'll find out what this word means. It's sapiosexual. Please welcome in Miss Coral J. Reid. How you doing, Coral?
I'm fine, thank you. Hi. And congratulations to Slim. That's a fantastic news when I realised what was happening. Fantastic
the London
news.
Palladium, you know.
Yeah.
The one thing that I really appreciated about the London Palladium was the fact that I came out of the train station, turned left, and there it was.
Yeah.
I didn't have to walk no further than 400 yards, maybe.
No Google Map, nothing.
No, I just got there.
Fantastic news. Really good news.
But good luck to Slim. It's all about you tonight, Coral. It's all about you.
Okay, right.
Yeah, you and your sapiosexual ways.
Yes, my sapiosexual self. Yes.
yeah. I should say self.
Self.
Yeah, because I mean, you used the word sapiosexual. How did you come up with that word in the first place?
I didn't know there was a term for it. From I was, I'd say, in my 20s, 30s, I realized that I used to like talking to intelligent people. And if it was a member of the opposite sex, I used to really, I find that I really liked them, or let's say fancied them, if they were intelligent. And if I could engage in a conversation with them, I found them even more attractive. And so I didn't know there was a term for it. And as I was saying to you, I said it on the radio as well. I used to say to guys, as a part of me, if you can stimulate, then you've got me. And of course, being men, they go straight to, what kind of sexual position you like and all that kind of thing. And I think, oh, for God's sake.
Listen, we were put on this planet to procreate. Yeah, so that's why we spend our time thinking about, especially if you're in your 20s anyway. But that's not what I really wanted to talk to you about. What I really wanted to talk to you about was Consciously promotions or consciously.
Yes.
Is it promotions or is it PR? Which one is it?
Consciously promotions. I think I'd use the word promotions because it covers PR and everything. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So tell us a little bit about that.
Okay, Consciously promotions. What I cover, let's just start there, is social media, social media marketing, social media management. I write, I do interviews on camera as well, and I do public relations. I think that's the best way to put it.
Okay, so normally you are the interviewer.
Yes, I don't like this at all, Rudi, being on the other side of the camera. I'm still getting used to it.
Is it?
Normally it's me interviewing you. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this, but I mean, it must be a lot more relaxing for you because you haven't had to go out and do a little bit of research.
No.
Or whatever. Do you get me?
That's it. Yeah, you have to, as you know, you have to read up on it. So usually I read, then I write questions down. And then usually what happens with me, I've written down all the questions, and they say something, and we go off on a tangent.
Yeah, which is the best way, I think.
Yeah. So
it feels organic that way.
Exactly.
When you say social media marketing, I mean, how old is social media marketing? It's less than 7-8 years old.
That's right.
And so how did you fall into it?
Oh gosh. I think I fell into it because of writing. I started writing, and Jackie Brown, Clayton Brown, they have an organisation now called Miss Caribbean UK. At the time, they had a magazine called Panache E magazine.
Okay.
I met them at the O2,
Mm-hmm.
where a group I was helping to promote, Quest. Do you remember Quest, reggae group?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, Quest. Yeah, I was helping to promote them, and then Jackie said, I want them on my show. I want them at Miss Caribbean UK." And then someone said, "Oh, Coral knows them." So she came over to talk to me, and then I grabbed the opportunity to ask her to interview them. And then she interviewed them. We all met up with the group and everything. She interviewed them, and I helped with the editing. So during the editing, we got to know each other. She
Okay.
rang me up after that and said, "Would you like to be a contributor to the magazine?" She's never seen anything I write, nothing like that, or that I've written. So I said, "Yeah, I'd love it," and that's how I started. And my first assignment was Giants of Lovers Rock.
Oh, for Orlando.
Yeah, that was my first assignment. I was like, wow! I've seen all these stars, all the records I used to listen to, and they're right there in front of me. I was taking pictures with them,
Okay.
Frankie Paul, all of that.
So
And
they allowed you into the back.
yeah, Orlando was really great. He
Mm-hmm.
is really great. I have to say that because I still want to interview him. So, and then what happened after that? Another assignment I had was to interview for Valentine's Miss Audrey Scott.
Okay.
And we met at the Theatre Royal. You know the restaurant in Theatre Royal?
Yes.
We met
yes.
there, interviewed her, and we sort of clicked,
Who doesn't click with Audrey though? Everybody clicks with Audrey. I don't know nobody who don't click with Audrey.
I call her, I'm going to embarrass her now, I call her Posh Totty. That's what I call her.
Okay.
That's my nickname for her. That was about 8 years ago. And then she just introduced me to the live music side, the artists and everything.
Right.
And I started, I got into interviewing them. And then Reggae Fraternity UK was born in 2015.
Okay. So we're talking about John Downey and all them boys.
That's right. It was born. Oh no, that's Reggae Star Factor, but
that's
Reggae
correct.
Fraternity.
Yes, so my mistake.
Yeah. So Audrey's a chairperson of that, and then that's when I realized that I was good at social media because I was writing. Yeah.
So initially you was writing for like a magazine.
I was writing for a magazine. Then I started writing for Reggae Fraternity UK. I started to do the blogging and everything because they realized that I was good at writing. So they utilized that skill. I was also the secretary.
Okay.
And then it started to evolve. We had a really massive event called Legacy. And I realized, I was helping to promote that on social media. And I was really enjoying it. And I realized that I was very good at it.
Okay.
And then things started to evolve, and I realized that I wanted to go my own way, not casting any aspersions on anybody, but when you're in a team, you have to help the team.
Of course.
And I had ideas outside of the team, and I just decided to do my own thing. And then
And how's that been going for you?
At first it was scary, because I'm a team player. I like being in a team, but then I like challenges as well. I'm a person that you challenge me, I'll try to rise to that challenge. So it's been exhilarating, exciting. I found out things about myself that I didn't realize that I could do, the creative side.
For example?
Editing videos, making promo videos. I taught myself, me and my best friend YouTube, we taught myself. I love YouTube. YouTube.
What software do you use? Final Cut?
To my secrets.
No, it's not secret. Final Cut.
And then I use Canva. Canva is one of I love Canva. Canva, InShot, Boost. It depends on what I'm trying to, because like I will look at you,
right,
and you may say something, and it gives me an idea. So it depends on what inspiration I get. Then that determines the tools that you're going to use.
So does that mean that my age would determine how and where you would pitch me in terms of the social media platforms that are available?
The groups. Because all the platforms have different groups or different.
No, I mean I was really making reference to the fact that Facebook is for older,
yeah,
younger, TikTok
But
again.
yeah, Facebook for you, yes, but you can still get traction on TikTok, on
Mm,
Instagram,
mm,
Twitter, because
mm.
you basically, your tagging is a tag and a hashtag. So if I say
Because all of
hashtag,
that, that's the thing that really got me was the
yeah,
the language, the hashtag, the tagging, and that is what really.
that was Audrey was always telling me off because I never used to tag. I used to just write the thing and then post it. And she
Right.
goes, you must tag people. I
Mm,
said, okay. Then I write it and just send it again. I'm not good at the tagging.
okay.
So I had to really learn to think,
Because
who do I need to see it?
how important is a hashtag?
Um, the other day, I was posting for an artist and I put hashtag music,
Mm,
and that particular hashtag had over uh, 3 million,
mm,
3 million posts. So
okay.
that's one of the hashtags that I used a lot. So
Mm,
that means a lot of people see that hashtag.
okay.
That's
Okay.
how it works, and it
Okay.
goes to a lot of places. So the trick is to get the right hashtag. Actually, one of the artists was asking me about this before this interview. Is the
Mhm,
trick is to get the right hashtag. I think I would say to any artist, look at famous people and see
mhm,
what hashtags they use.
mm.
That's how I learned, what's effective, and
Because
I'm still learning.
I think we're all students, no matter how long we've been in
Yes,
whatever game we are in,
yes, yeah.
you know. But you mentioned artists. I mean,
Mm.
who are there any specific artists that we may have know of that you actually represent or?
I said to someone about 12 years ago, I said, I know when I've interviewed this particular artist, then I know I've arrived.
Right.
And it was Maxi Priest.
Oh, cool.
And I've interviewed him twice.
Okay.
So I was like, yeah. But now, of course, you set a benchmark. You got to go past that. So
Right.
I've interviewed Maxi Priest, Mikey General. I've interviewed those kind of people. Toyin Adikali. Audrey Scott, of course.
Mm.
So I've interviewed a lot of Lee John. Actually, it was
Okay.
Lee John. Lee John was the first Zoom interview that I did. It was the first
Whoa.
one. Yeah, because I was just going to do an audio interview,
Uh-huh.
and he started talking on Zoom while I was getting myself ready, and I just said to him, Lee, just stay right there, just because it was too good. I couldn't make him stop. And
Yeah.
so I said, all right, let me just go and put some lipstick on. I ran out, put some lipstick on. And that's the first time, 2020.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
So
yeah.
do you have like a catalogue of interviews that
That I
that
want to do.
that are available for people to watch, or I mean, where do they
Yes.
go? Yeah.
I've got a blog site called on WordPress and Consciously Writes. So I've got all of that. That's written.
Hmm.
And I've also got the Zoom, which is on Coral Consciously Writes, and that's on Writer. Sorry, that's on Facebook.
Okay. Okay.
Mm.
So,
So
so
I've got all the videos there, yeah, and
yeah,
I've got
so
a
people can
YouTube
actually go
channel.
so people can actually go and see
Yeah, they're all
some
there.
of the work that you've done, because
Yeah.
I mean, if an artist are all of the artists that you work with, are they all musical based?
I'd say 80% of them are, yeah, because I
Mm.
started off in music. I am now one of my clients is actually an artist, painter artist.
Okay, that's interesting.
So
That's interesting.
he's doing exhibitions and things like that. So that's a whole other side that I'm learning about,
Mm.
and getting the contacts that he needs, posting, I manage his pages, so posting his stuff, making sure he's getting the right platforms, and so you put in he's a black person, so it's black art,
Hmm.
and he does all that. He does eclectic art, he does abstract art.
Okay.
He calls it abstract because it's Africa based and all that kind of,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Okay.
yeah,
So
that's interesting.
you actually manage people's pages, etc. You sort of.
Yes, I manage. Yeah, so I make sure that there's a momentum that keeps going daily, maybe every 2-3 days. Put something
Mhm.
up, You know, keep them in the public eye. The aim is to make sure their numbers, their followings, you know, grow.
Okay.
And then, of course, when there's news, then you share that news, and you sort of do it in a way that's very interesting for the person reading it. So again, you have to talk to the person, you know, your client, get a feel of them, because you're speaking for them. So even though I might do it that one way, they might prefer it another way, because I'm trying to portray who they are.
Right.
So people think you just randomly post. You never just, you know, you have to think about everything you're doing, and you have to organize it.
Do you ever find that you almost, I don't know, do you ever find that an artist's personality is never the same when it's projected on the internet? Do you have to manage that as well? How they're
yeah. Sometimes, I mean, especially with some of the younger ones, sometimes they will go on social media and cuss people and tell people about their whatnot, and this, and I have to dive into private message, and you know, you can't put that, delete it. It's not good for your image, blah, blah, blah. And then sometimes you know, I have said to artists, you have to decide if you're a member of the public or you're an artist. I said, there's certain things you cannot do. There's certain things you cannot say. And 9 times out of 10, they listen. 9 times out of 10, and they take it down. And, you know, because sometimes, you know, you've built them up to such a degree, and then they, you know, that one sentence or one post.
So it's like they just pull the plug out of the bar.
I'm telling you. But you know, a lot goes into it. You know, please, I'm saying to the artists, if they listen to this interview, however small it is, get a good set of photos. You know, good quality photos, because that's one of the hardest things when you're posting and you're trying to find, you know, nice, good quality material to present the artist or present the person that you're promoting. We need good quality. You need to.
I must admit, I am terrible when it comes to that, because I mean, I love my phone, but sometimes the pic tools can be a bit.
Yeah, exactly. You know, I would invest in that, or you know, just get someone to take some good pictures. Most of the phone cameras are quite good, but you have to intentionally say, right, I'm going to take a set of pictures for professional purposes. It's important. You need, you know, and don't tell me off, Rudi, but you need a good biog. You need a biog.
Ladies and gentlemen, please let me show you somebody with no bio.
You need a good biog, and you know, I you know, if I had my way, I would say that an artist or anyone else intending to be in the public eye spend 3 to 6 months preparing themselves, getting everything in place, so that when they're on, you know, everything is ready. And they don't have to worry.
Do you like being part of? You actually do like being part of the machinery, part of the behind, making it happen.
You're very good. You're very observant. Yeah, I love it. I love it. I love it to be. I love when I was Audrey's assistant. I used to love watching her perform and being at the side, you know, just watching her and knowing that I'd helped her to get ready. You know, the whole thing. It could be a train journey. We've got so many adventures that we could tell you about. It could be, you know, the whole thing. You know, getting the promoter. You know, liaising with the promoter. Everything.
Did you ever think to yourself that writing? Because I mean, you started writing at a very early age. Yeah, from when you was about 3, and it was your dad who taught you.
Yeah, my dad.
Yeah. You know. Did you ever think to yourself that this is what you'd be doing with that skill?
No, never. I always just wanted to write. That's what I said. I didn't realize that I had, I'm a good facilitator. That's what I am. I can look at somebody and just immediately think of ways that I can help them. You know, that's me, you know, and I'm very happy to stay in the background, Rudi. I'm very happy to see.
Why? Why? I don't understand why.
I don't know.
Why? And somebody else
I have no idea.
Somebody else is taking all the plaudits.
Yeah. but I'm not. Yeah, I can definitely say I'm not one that you know you have to praise, and you know I don't. Yeah, some people say I don't big up myself enough,
Well,
but
I mean, that's one of the reasons why I'm talking to you, because I felt that way. I mean, we initially we were going to be talking about Anthony Brightly and Styxman.
yes, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and is that another?
How I feel? I feel like I feel good. I really do.
Yeah, man. Very should do.
I feel good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
that's how I feel. I feel good. Because, you know, there's so many reasons to feel good. I feel good that so many people come to watch it. And I can't even explain how that feels, because we never had to come. And I really put on the clothes, dress up, sell out the ticket, and just, yeah man, why? I just feel good.
That's wonderful.
And is that another project that you were working on, Styxman?
Yes, we were working on that. That finished, as you know, on the 8th. Was it the 8th? Yeah, the 8th.
Okay,
And,
tell people a bit. Tell people a bit about Styxman.
Styxman is a biopic. It's about Anthony's early life and how I think the prelude to Black Slate. You know, the group, the famous group.
Because Anthony Brightly was the gentleman who used to run, is it Chimes and Pegasus?
All of that.
In London, right?
Yeah.
Was it East London?
Yeah, East London, Dalston, Hackney.
Dalston. Yeah, around them
yeah.
sides. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he currently was residing in Antigua, where he's got a tourist resort out there.
That's
but
right.
as you mentioned, Black Slate and music was his thing.
Yes, and the thing is, what he started at a very young age. He was working with his father from about the age of 9. He was working, collecting money on the door and everything. So he grew up in that world, literally grew up in that world, business, money, handling money and stuff like that. So when it says in the film, I think there's a line in the film where he says he's worried about the community. He probably was,
he genuinely was. I mean, when he had Chimes, I mean, not only was Chimes a nightclub, but it was also a nursery during the day.
Yeah.
So, he was always about the community. But how did you become his PR agent? How did that happen for you?
Oh, I've known him for a while, quite a few years, probably about 10 years or more than that. And whenever he came, we were always talking about working together, but it never happened. And then he would come, and then I would have lunch with him, and then we would talk about the possibilities, and he would give me his little gems of wisdom. And then I would see him at events, and I think it was Black Slate. I went to see. It wasn't that long ago. It was just after my father passed, 2019. Okay. And I went to the Jazz Cafe, and he was performing there with the Reggae Regulars. The two groups were performing, and I just said to him, "I'm gonna," He saw me then. He knew that I was going to write a blog about it, because that's what I used to do. If I went to an event, I would write about it.
Okay.
And then he said he was going to talk to me, and then this time the talking took traction, and then it started to develop, and then I started to go with him. Okay. I went with him to a festival, and then it started from there.
Which festival did you guys go to?
Cornbury, the Cornbury Festival.
Cornbury Festival. Okay.
One of the best organized festivals I've ever been to. It was fantastic.
Is it proper? Yeah. VIP treatment, everything. Everything. They even had a van for me to get in from the tent to the stage, and it was about 30 seconds away. Okay. Whoa.
It was fantastic. It was great. Really, really great. Yeah. Very well organized. Very well organized. Yeah.
Well, can't really knock that then. Can't really knock that.
No.
So it was from the writing, the very early ages of writing. So when you left school, is that what you? I mean, where did you go? Because
that's the other side. I think that's really helped me. I left school on the Friday, and I started on the Monday as an office junior, and I've been in the office all my life.
Okay.
And I'm only 21 now.
Okay.
But yeah, I've been in the office all my life. You know, I stopped. My last contract was 2019. Yeah, so yeah. I've been in the office. So all the thing, you know, the way I speak, the administration, the organization, all the office skills. I'm really, even though I used to moan all the way because I hated 9 to 5, it's helped me now.
Okay.
It's helped me how, you know, how I speak to people on the phone, how I present myself, how I do my writing, everything. It's as you're speaking, I just realized that just writing alone has helped propel me so many different places and different levels. So yeah, I'm happy.
You're happy with that, yeah?
Yeah.
So you've got a blog site, you've got your Facebook up. And the website's under construction at the moment, I believe.
It's under construction. I've had to, yeah, I'm gonna have to rejig a few things, yeah.
Okay, and you are, I was going to use the word available, but you're actually sapiosexual, so because of how I say you're available.
You just can't help yourself, can you?
Yeah. It's just that so as that people know that they can actually reach out to you.
You can email me at info@Consciouslee Promotions. That's CON.
Wait, hold on, I can't type that fast.
Okay.
Info
at Consciouslee. CONSCI
Oh, it's LEE.
Yeah, it's a play on the name. Yeah, LEE.
Okay.
Oh, that bit. When I was younger, I used to perform poetry. So my poet name was Consciously. That's where that comes from. So info@Consciouslee Promotions. PROMO.
Well, I've got promotions. I was spelling it again just now. I listened to you. Promotions, yeah.
.co.uk. I'm very posh, you know. Just info at.
Who told you you're posh? Who tell you you're posh?
Oh God.
Oh God. After you know good chimes.
Oh no, I didn't. I was going up in church those days. I was in church. I didn't know anything about that.
You see, you gave everything to the Lord. That's what happened there, isn't it?
No, I was at an event, and Curtis George was on the stage, and he looked at me. Walker. I keep saying George Walker, and he looked at me and he said, he was naming all these clubs from back in the day, in you know, all of them, QB.
Yeah.
So he goes, you know that club? I said, no. Do you know this club? No. Do you know Phoebe's? No. So where you was? I said, I was in church. He goes, oh, me knows about them church girl then. I thought, oh God.
Oh,
I didn't know any of the clubs that he named. None.
Do you not feel though that there's the church is a world unto itself?
That's true.
Which is what I get. But there's so much you can lose out on unless you live within it. It's like a system in itself. And
it's
then when
community.
you come out of that system, community. Sorry,
it's a community
within itself.
Yeah.
But once you step out of that, there's all these other.
Yeah, it's. I left about 10 years ago, and it is different. It's like you're coming out of a different world into a different world. You know, it's like that. It is. Some of it I appreciate. You know, the life that I had. Some of it I do appreciate, and some of it I think, no, that shouldn't have happened. You know.
Okay.
So
I mean, I think it's good for having some sort of principle or some sort of moral structure within your life.
Yes,
I think that's a good thing. But at the same time, I think it doesn't allow you to be competitive, to be you whole in a sense, because as a child growing up, you said that you were bullied.
Yeah.
Right? And do you not think that maybe the whole turn the other cheek the whole kind of opens you up to that kind of.
Yeah, because you know, you should be able to defend yourself. Basically, you should. And in your head, Christians don't fight.
Right.
Christian, you know, that's what you got in your head.
Right.
And it's dangerous because it's very traumatic. And as I said, you know, in before, the day I did lash out, I nearly killed someone, and they had to call the police and everything.
But that was mostly that no doubt that was just a lot of bottled up.
That's what I'm saying. It's dangerous.
Never you didn't express, or you didn't kind of like let out.
Yeah, and you know, you're trying your best to sort of be this good person, because I really believed in what I was in. You know, so you're trying to, you know, you don't want God to disapprove of you or anything like that. But it came out. It's going to come out. It's got to come out some way. I mean, in later life, until I had counselling, it came out in sickness.
Okay.
You know, so I would say to anybody, I said it then, and I say it now.
I'm so self-consuming. It just consumes you.
It's horrible. Horrible.
As an individual, I guess. But you're out of that. So
I'm out of that.
You're out of that, you know, and you're out and about, and you're doing great work. You're doing great work. You're working with great people. I'm hoping that people will see this and get in touch with you, or at least learn. Even if they don't, at least they will know more about you, and they'll stop and say, "Coral, I saw you the other day on Rudi's thing," you know.
Yeah. I mean, you're right. I mean, I'm so busy behind the scenes, I don't think about, you know, people knowing about me.
Well, you'll get a bunch of guys coming up to you going, "I'm intelligent," you know.
And you're even giving them the line.
Yeah, I'm intelligent. You know the galaxy, right? The world, you know, it's about 13 billion years old. Is this? Yeah, the Earth is about 4 billion years old. Yeah. And the original black man in the UK was Cheddar Man. Yeah, Cheddar Man.
They probably say I'm the original black man.
Don't be surprised if you get a bunch of guys coming up to you.
Well, Rudi, I will come after you for that. I will honestly blame you for that one. So.
Oh, don't blame me. Don't blame me. Don't blame me. But all I can say is thank you very much for talking to me. It was very
thank you. Yeah, thank you. It was actually very, very engaging, very interesting, and you've got an interesting platform as well. I like your platform.
I do. Yeah. Where is it? You gotta tell me. We're there.
I like your other show as well. Your other show is very interesting. You've got the dynamic set of people.
Well, there is. I'm going to bring back the Anything Goes podcast in next year. I won't be doing
very good. It's very
and
good.
I have my rants and bants as well, which is going to be coming back in December.
Yeah.
That's where I'm going to open up the platform just to conversations throughout the week and what's going on, and people will be able to tune in. But
I hope you get the opportunity to take it further, like put it, you know, out there, you know.
So do I actually.
I think it's a good. thing.
I mean, it is funny that the one thing I do at the moment is I miss white people on adverts. I really do. I don't know where they've all gone. All the white people on this. But the thing is from back in the day, from doing this stand-up comedy stuff, I wanted to get on the TV, and the pandemic is what forced me to utilize these skills.
Same here.
Editing, blah blah blah. That I've been around but never used.
Yes.
You know, so that's how this has come about. But it's all about you today. It's not about me.
It's not about you. I'm so sorry. You see, I can't help it. That's what I do. Yeah.
Okay. And hopefully, I might even be able to use your services.
Yeah. Get you in a sexy pose on a poster.
Hold on. I don't wear thongs, if you don't mind.
Oh God.
Budgie smugglers, what are those? I don't wear those things. I wouldn't even know how to be sexy. My wife never tells me that I'm sexy, so no, I wouldn't know how to be sexy. But
I like the way how you threw that out there so she can hear you.
I am intelligent though. So lovely talking to you, Carol. You take care.
Lovely. You too.
And we'll talk soon, okay?
Yeah, thank
All right.
you.
Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
And that was Carol J. Reed from Consciouslee Promotions. So please check her out. And I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye. So that was all right.
That was very good. Very good. You're very good. You're a good listener as well. Thank you.